What's up, my gems, and welcome back to Cards for Hire. So for this one, I'm gonna pray before we start, okay? Because I don't want to forget, all right? And it feels a little heavy, okay? So Divine, I thank you in advance. Ask for clarity, protection, as well as progression and connection. I extend my gratitude and ask that my angels and guides protect me and mine on this vibe, amen. Speaking of protection, it feels as if someone is definitely going to need to up their protection, whether it is spiritual or physical, if you know what I mean, all right? So last night, I finished up the last of the zodiac readings, and as I laid down, I kept hearing doxing, doxing, doxing. So I'm like, okay, what the hell is doxing? So I looked it up, and it is when someone shares information about your personal residence, phone number, or maybe even email or something like that. But it's pretty much information being shared about your personal life, okay? And residential home stood out to me, and I don't know why, but I immediately thought to Hayden Panettiere and how she was found in her residence, okay? I was also picking up on Leo, Pisces, and Libra, okay? The Libra could be a judge, doesn't have to be, or it could be someone judging something, okay? I just heard dismissive, all right? Dismissal of something, okay? And as I'm like, I have a deck over my bed, and this is what I used for clarification and things of that nature, but you'll never see me bring it on here because it's missing the Two of Cups. So I use it for me personally as well as clarification before I come to my table, okay? All right. There's something about someone being imprisoned in a problem of their own creation, their own making, all right? Not only that, after I sat and, consulted with my people and the Most High, I opened YouTube and I am immediately met with a short from the movie For Colored Girls. Oh, let me say, I wrote down 3:31 because I was up that late. 3:31 a.m. is when I got this message. 3 people could be definitely involved, all right? Or 3 people are against or involved with this person that is being doxxed, okay? Confirmation. All right, thank you. Okay, so I opened it. For Colored Girls came on. And the scene where I think her name is Tangi, or the little sister is pretty much coming in and talking to her older sister. Now, the older sister has been shunned by the mother because she was, doing unsavory things or what have you. And she tells her where she can find the lady for an AB. And she says that the apartment number is 331. So I don't know if someone needs an address to go and get something handled, or if someone's address is being given to someone else in order to go and handle something. But that's the energy that I was picking up on. Not to mention, Hayden Panettiere is a Leo. And the other person that is implicated, that the rumor mill has been suspecting, is a Pisces. Let me just preface this by saying this is for entertainment purposes only, okay? We have her obsession, all right? We also have conduit and the 6 of Pentacles at the bottom, okay? Do with this as you will, guys. This is interesting, okay? Doxing. Something about documents could be significant as well. And what I was picking up on, the person that is being doxed, the information about them is being shared because someone wants to prevent them from either passing on information, passing on some type of knowledge, okay? Because she was found in her home, Hayden, 3 months after she disclosed some very interesting, the child could be significant, some very interesting, and look, awakening and protection, and then we got divine feminine. So this could be for my divine feminine's concern. Look, yes. Twin flame could be significant, or someone that is attracted to you could be significant. It's really giving stalker vibes, okay? Especially with that obsession. Yes. And it feels like someone is trapped in in their mental, okay? Someone is mentally trapped, all right? Feels like a continuous cycle, all right? It's like someone's doing the most in order to shut certain people up, or in order to try to shut you up, or something like that. Could be very significant. Yes. Yeah. But she was found 3 months. 3 could be significant. 3 is significant because 331 is when I got that message. And 331 was the apartment number. Okay. Yeah. Sisters could be involved. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Divine, what is this message? What do you want my gems to know? When I tell you I feel this in my stomach. Okay. Community. I got community for this morning's message. So someone in your community could be very significant. Now, mind you, she tells her sister where to get an AB and she nearly passes away, if I'm not mistaken, okay? And there's something about someone being in denial because the little sister says, well, I'm not pregnant, but she very much so is pregnant, okay? Yeah, can I get one more? Transformation is very significant, as well as a bald eagle, or someone is bald. Someone could be a bald-faced lie, or telling a bald-faced lie, okay? Death. Trumpets could be significant as well. Someone could play music that absolutely transcends someone's energy, if that makes sense. I just saw a reel where someone was, confirmation, the name Julie could be significant, or Miller could be significant. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Trumpets could be significant. I just came across a video of you know those covers where musicians will implement either like a bass or a guitar or a trumpet over something that, or over a song that didn't have it before. And when I tell you, I listened to that video so many times because the trumpet was just beautiful. And I remember thinking about the first time that a song genuinely made me cry, okay? Oh my gosh, the song was Hello by Adele. Hello from the outside. But she also says hello from the other side. Okay, so this could be a message from the other side. I don't get these very often. It's a little concerning. Higher consciousness. Higher consciousness. O-M to the G, okay? This could be a family member. I don't know. I don't like to, okay. I don't like to say that I'm connected with someone that I just saw Earth Angel. I don't like to imply that I am more than I believe that I am, if that makes sense. Not every psychic is a medium. Not every tarot reader is a psychic, okay? What's this message, Lord? What's the message? Please and thank you. But 10 of Wands is right here at the bottom of this deck, okay? Someone could be a Leo, Aquarius, okay? Aquarius could be significant. A Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius, okay? Because I just saw the Queen of Wands as well. Someone could be very much so tapped in. Someone could be a medium, all right? Someone could be receiving messages from the other side before this message, all right? Somebody's not sleeping well. Divination. Confusion and illusion, all right? Somebody's either ancestors or someone in the 3D want to set some shit off. I'm hearing, set this bitch off. Hey, set this bitch off. Ooh, somebody's pissed, okay? Somebody want reparations could be significant, okay? Recognition could be significant. It just feels like somebody wants reciprocity could be significant. Okay. Health concern. Something about someone expunging a record could be significant. A judge. I think I said judge before. One more. Okay, 2 more. Endings. Third party in reverse. This group of people that could be against you, or they could be implemented or involved in this situation, that shit's gonna crumble. Something's gonna fall apart. Either the connection or whatever it is that they are doing behind the scenes. Work, labor, and efforts. Whatever work that they have been doing. It doesn't feel like it feels like it's creating a wedge between them. After this ending, it feels like something was the last straw, all right? Burning bridges. Something about burning bridges. London bridges falling down. Isn't the guy... Never mind. 3 of Cups. Okay. What is this? And I just saw a water sign. King of Cups, all right? Oh, I don't feel good. I was not feeling like this before. Okay. Somebody's stomach is in their ass. They're scared. Somebody is scared, okay? Okay, if someone passed, it feels like their ancestors are wreaking havoc in some way, shape, or form, all right? Knight of Swords. Somebody's not letting somebody sleep. I'm hearing you fucked with the wrong one, okay? Divination, please. The Hierophant and the Queen of Swords. This feels like the people that are listening to this message, and I know y'all heard that horn, this is to bring you clarity, insight, or confirmation about an inkling that you yourself have had, okay? About your situation, about the Hayden situation. Put this where it goes, okay? Six of Cups, about the past, absolutely, okay? This could be the past 6 days, past 6 weeks, okay? Knight of Cups. It feels like somebody's been handed some type of information that they could possibly, that they were meant to keep safe, but it's like, because it is so unsettling for even them, they might have told the wrong person for the head honcho, the wrong person for the boss, okay? Anybody that will listen. Somebody, loose lips sink ships, okay? And there is no honor among thieves, all right? It feels like if somebody is cornered, then they will definitely squeal. Clarify, confusion, and illusion. 2 of Wands, and I just got hungry as hell, all right? 2 of Wands in reverse. Because someone is confused, it's like they don't know what to do with this information, or they don't know the decision that they need to make is definitely delayed. Clarify this 2 of Wands. Queen of Cups. The person with the delayed decision, it feels as if Four of Pentacles. Yeah, they could carry a lot of things. This could be emotionally, okay? There's something that they're keeping to themselves. And because they are so emotionally connected to the situation, emotionally tied, all right, to not only the situation, but humanity, it feels like It's not something that they can just either watch happen or that they can keep a secret. Got a secret, can you keep it? Swear this one you'll save. Better lock it in your pocket, taking this one to the grave. If I show you that I know you won't tell what I said, 'cause two can keep a secret if one of them is dead. I was hearing that this past weekend. And sometimes I don't dig. I just allow the pieces to fall where they may, okay? King of Swords. That's that Libra I was speaking about, that Judge, okay? The Emperor in reverse. Either someone is feeling as if they don't have as much power as they once thought they did. I'm getting the energy of like two people meeting in a dark place or at a secret meeting place, okay? And it's kind of like someone's putting the pressure on the other to shut the hell up, or it's going to happen to them, or shut the hell up, or they're not going to like the conclusion or the consequences, okay? This King of Swords isn't as empowered as they thought they were, isn't as in power as they thought they were, okay? Someone's been doing something outside the bounds or the boundaries of the original contract, okay? Okay. Outside of the connection. A connection is falling flat, okay? So somebody is leaving the situation. Someone is leaving what was originally decided upon. And this health concern, I don't know why I'm feeling the need to, well, I do know, but it feels more intuitively led. This health concern is either eating away at someone or it's going to cause disruption. Or someone could, if anything were to come out, it feels like someone would claim that someone is unwell in the head, the Chariot. Whatever comes forth, it feels like someone's going to decide or declare that someone is unwell in the head. And don't listen to them. All as a means to dismiss what they are saying, to discredit what they are saying. Let me just say this. I keep hearing, brush your teeth every night. Brush, brush, and brush, 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 brush. Something about a street could be significant, okay? Something happened on the roadway or something like that, because that's from Sesame Street. Every day and every night. This feels like somebody better wash their back, or somebody better keep their hands clean. Ten of Wands and the Page of Swords. Yes, someone's watching. It feels like someone's watching as somebody crumbles under the pressure of it all. Someone could have also become an accessory to something simply because they were either around eavesdropping or they were told something. And it's like, I don't know if I can keep that a secret. You know what I mean? A bouffant. A bouffant could be significant. That's how my hair looking. It's like somebody could have big hair. And I don't know what show or what movie it was, but they were like, it's because their hair, her hair holds a lot of secrets. A woman is keeping a secret. A woman knows more than she is leading on. Page of Wands. And someone may be thinking about taking some sort of action. Very little, very small, but it's enough to cause a chain reaction. It's enough to make waves. Something about sustenance could be significant. Somebody could be becoming frail, okay? Don't really have an appetite, all right? Someone could be losing their appetite or losing weight very rapidly. And it's not because of anything physical. It's because of something spiritually that is weighing on them. Page of Wands comes back out with the Three of Wands and the number 4. 4 of Wands. 3 plus 1, because I noticed that. I didn't say anything, but 3 plus 1 is 4, okay? Something about a foundation. Somebody knows that if they were to say something, then it would be either hard to deny or hard for someone to combat, hard for someone to come up against, okay, or rebuttal against, all right? Six of Wands, yes. It could possibly be hard to Ace of Swords. It would be hard for someone to survive this word of mouth, this information, okay? Someone's a double agent. And I don't think that they mean to be. I just don't think that it sits right within whatever's going on, okay? Clarify this Page of Wands and this Three of Wands, please. Somebody's definitely being watched. Nine of Swords, like I said. Somebody's trapped in their head and it's weighing on them. That's the only health concern that there is, okay? But it may be manifesting visually. If your soul is ugly, I've always been told, it doesn't matter how pretty you are if you act ugly, okay? Somebody's acting ugly, or someone knows something about the ugly truth. It's very significant and it's weighing heavily on someone. Someone's wife could know something, which is why this Two of Cups is in reverse. Someone might feel the need to betray their significant other because this shit isn't right. 8 to the 2, that's 10 cups. Endings, third party, okay? Endings and third party. So either a couple is no longer going to work with someone else, or someone was working with someone outside the boundaries of their relationship, okay? It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be business. It could be platonic. Endings and third party in reverse. Birds of a feather flock together. Confirmation on my phone. Six of Pentacles. This is what we started off with. This was what was at the bottom. Someone's already been splitting the pot or splitting their energy, splitting priorities. Three of Pentacles at the bottom. Somebody's been working with two other people for the time being. But now it feels like because of these endings, somebody could have put a price out on someone's head, either literally or metaphorically speaking, okay? Get rid of this person. And we'll split whatever proceeds could be significant. A foundation, a GoFundMe could be significant, or a fundraiser. Somebody could have raised money for something or for someone, but they plan to use the money. Yeah, Six of Wands. They plan to use the money for their own desires. 6, 6, and the Nine of Pentacles for their own desires, okay? 6 Pentacles plus 3 is 9 Pentacles. Someone is mishandling money in some way, shape, or form, okay? Or someone is mishandling something. Tools, okay? Someone could be mishandling resources, all right? Networking. Someone could be misusing the connections that someone else created as network, okay? Someone's mishandling that in order to make themselves look better. Three of Cups comes out again in the High Priestess, and you know this man, okay? Someone could have been picking up on this energy already, but you haven't seen anything, so you're not sure if you can believe it. Seeing is not believing. It's the belief. Believing is seeing, okay? One more for this. Someone wants to be done with this situation. It's like they wish they never would have. I'm hearing, I wish I never met her. Okay. The name, someone's name could start with an A. Ashley, Anise, Alyssa. Everything is fine in reverse. 10 of Swords, and the 6 of Swords is in reverse. Something is not over, so someone cannot move on. Something is not over, so someone cannot move on. This could be someone's spirit cannot move on until someone vindicates them. It's like, imagine a ghost at the head of someone. Oh, the movie Ghost could be significant. Because wasn't he like bothering Whoopi's character? Like, no, I need you to let them know. I need you to let them know what happened. 5 of Cups, disappointment. I need you to let them know what happened so that they are no longer sad, or so that they can grieve properly, okay? 7 of Wands, and somebody doesn't want the secret to get out. I can't remember Ghost, the movie, but was his, how did he die? Was he murdered? Someone was trying to stop Whoopi though, right? Forgive my nose, y'all, allergies. Oh, that's what I was hearing before. As I looked in the camera before I started this, I was thinking allergies are not friends. And then that reminded me of fish are friends, not food. There's something about someone's natural nature. They just can't help but be conniving or evil, or flip it. Someone's energy, if they know something, they can't help but feel bad. They can't help but tell the truth. They can't help but... Tell the truth. Something about someone's purity won't let them sleep, okay? Because, oh my gosh, Whoopi was a medium in that movie. You know what's crazy? I've been adamantly working on going to sleep a little earlier so that I can get up and do my morning messages earlier, okay? But yesterday, I had a really good nap, okay? So I kind of stayed up later. My body doesn't just sleep for no reason, okay? Like, I can only get so many hours of sleep before my body like, you gonna get up and do something? Okay? Somebody can't sleep at night. This could be other people in my community, okay, in the spiritual community. Something just doesn't sit right with this situation. This could be among a plethora of unresolved or passings that don't have the proper person behind bars, okay? The High Priestess, yet again. Divination, yet again. You may come across some readers that may be putting the pieces together as a collective. So say, like, I have a portion of a message. Somebody else that you may come across may have a portion of a message. Ace of Swords comes out because we can't sleep. This is exactly why we were put here. It's for messages such as this, okay? Just so that someone's antenna comes up. I ain't got to touch everybody. I just got to touch the people that are willing to listen, the people that are open to the information, okay? I'm not for everybody. No reader is for everybody, okay? If you are interested in spirituality, find the reader or readers for you, okay? 4 of Cups. Some people aren't going to want to listen because it's too much for them to wrap their head around, okay? But again, this angel trumpet, it's time to sound the alarm, okay? People that are telling the truth are getting silenced because they refuse to remain silent. And as much as people may want to distance themselves from this, from situations such as this, it's different if it happens to you or to a person that you know, okay? And that's when it'll be too late. Can I have more in the Hierophant? Something significant about a teacher. Knight of Cups in reverse. Someone, okay. This High Priestess, excuse me, not the High Priestess. The people that are in charge of the 3D realm, this could be religion, okay? Somebody possibly could be separating themselves from religion, okay? Because there could be a lot of fabrications that are coming to the forefront, all right? 10 of Swords. Something's definitely ending because people aren't telling the truth. They aren't telling the truth about history, and so they definitely won't tell the truth about the present. The Fool. A lot of people will absent-mindedly follow societal norms when it doesn't make sense. Let me tell you something. Spirituality is for those that think critically, not the sheep that just mindlessly follow, okay? Any person or anything that requires you to just shut up and do, shut up and obey, it ain't right. It ain't right at all. And it's controlling. It's coercion. Do you hear those bells? I don't know if that's the little cart where they be selling the like Mexican popsicles or something, but I've never heard them. This could even, with the 3 people, it could take 3 people or 3 times for you to hear something for it to finally, confirmation on my phone, for it to finally resonate that something is wrong. The devil. Something ain't right. Anything else you want me to say? Anything else you want me to do? 5 of Wands. And so somebody's got to do the fighting, okay? Rise up, all right? 8 of Swords. You're not crazy. You're just not around the right people. So I feel like I'm speaking to somebody that has these ideas that could be considered conspiracy theories, okay? If you are consistently around people that shut you down like, oh, that's just hogwash, okay? The Empress, you're receiving the messages that you need to. So you need to go, something about sunflowers could be significant. If you are a sunflower in a room full of dandelions, of course, they will not understand you. And they will make you question how strong, you know how strong a sunflower stem is? They will make you question. They will make you question what it is that you are feeling, okay? There's something significant about the roots of a situation, the foundation of a situation. The root chakra could be significant because I'm not going to lie, the whole time I've been sitting here, I'm feeling this in like the root and the sacral chakra region, okay? And I know that when something is true, I feel it in it's like past my skin, before my uterus, like right in between there. That's my gut, okay? And if anybody else has been feeling this, that's a messenger. I noticed that a lot of times when I'm doing readings, especially when I'm speaking about TikTok and stuff, or on TikTok Live and stuff like that, if I say something like, dang, my head just started hurting out of nowhere, people will respond with, oh my gosh, mine hurts. Or the first time I ever did a live, I was complaining about my back and my lower back and my arm and all of that stuff. And by the end of the reading, so many people were like, I am feeling these sensations as you are saying them, not even necessarily as a projection, but more so, I'm feeling like this too. I'm feeling this too. So somebody that I'm speaking to, you may not know what that feeling is, and that's resonation, okay? And that even may be your way of deciding moving forward what is the truth and what is not. Our spirit knows. Our body just sometimes defies it, okay? Or is in denial, if you will. 5 of Pentacles. There's some information lacking in this situation, okay? Whether this is a personal situation that you are going through, all right? Page of Pentacles, 5, 6. There's some information that is lacking. Why? Because remember, with the 6 of Pentacles, somebody is utilizing information. Oh, cameras, the flock cameras, AI, the meta glasses. They are picking up information, okay? My cat's howling. They are picking up information and silencing those that need help. Something's missing. And this is also putting me in the mind of Gary, Indiana. I'm relatively close to Indiana, okay? And they've been out of power for over a week. They've been out of power for over a week. No lights, no gas. And something about their filtration system. They're not getting proper water. They're not getting clean water, okay? And I came across a video and they were like, imagine this is a test to see how we will respond. If we don't say nothing, then they're going to keep allowing it to happen. Remember, there's another area. And it pisses me off that I can't remember the name. There's an area that happened a couple years ago. They were still without water. The letter F. That's unsettling. But yeah. And there's something significant because I'm seeing like all of the really, really, really frail celebrities. And I keep saying that people are like, they want us to get used to famine. So used to what famine looks like. That's scary. The Empress. Clarify the Empress. Girl, what you howling for on me? Seven of Pentacles. The Empress. It feels like, I think it's called responsibility diffusion or diffusion of responsibility, where there was a study or a case where a woman was being, I think, essayed and robbed. And because there were so many people around, everybody else expected somebody else to do something about it. And so nobody did anything about it. A lot of people could be sitting around waiting for a resolution to come from everywhere but them. And that's the issue, because however they are feeling with this Empress is how everyone else is feeling. And if everybody else is expecting the help, the assistance to come from somewhere else, then nobody's going to do anything. Seven of Pentacles and the Justice. Somebody, this Empress is waiting for it. Yeah, the Hermit. You see how she's closing her computer? It's like a lot of us could be sitting around closing like, I can't deal with this or I can't do anything. We got to work together. We got to work together. That's why I'm always preaching, do your parts. Do what it is that you are supposed to do. We work together and then we'll be unstoppable, but we all have to do our part. That's why finding your purpose, following your North Node is so important, because you're supposed to help the masses. We're supposed to help humanity all together. I'm going to leave this here. Work, labor, and efforts at the bottom. Trusted. Expectation. Everybody else waiting for somebody. Hey, I can help. We are all but one person. Even if somebody has the money, they only got so much manpower if it's just them. Even if somebody has the manpower, they only got so much money. Only so much food, only so much water, okay? But if everybody comes in and pulls their resources together, it feels like everything will be working way more smoothly. But that's what they don't want us to do. They don't want us to work together. I'm going to read Community and Death. I'm going to read the guidance portions. I don't know who needed to hear this. I hope it helped. Celebration, kinship, tribe. Kinship with tribe, community, friendship, union, finding your chosen family. Kava's energy moves through our nervous system like a butterfly, relaxing, widening, and assisting us in surrendering. Although you might be amid an important moment in your life, remember that you don't have to do it alone. When you widen your circles intentionally, you receive support from the universe and others to join you on the path. To fully draw upon your butterfly's medicine, it gently invites you to observe our position in the community in this moment. Are you a protector, a creator, a connector, or a visionary? And how does that correlate this moment in your life alongside your personal evolution? Egg, caterpillar, cocoon, or butterfly. Oftentimes, finding your purpose within your community and the parallels with your inner journey can provide great relief and meaning. So when I was pregnant, my son's father he's always been like a big movie guy, okay? But there was a movie that really caught my attention. I forget what it was called, but it was essentially the world had frozen over or something like that, and all the people were on a train. The poorest of the people were at the back of the train, and they were literally eating like blocks of sludge. And when they found out what they were eating, it was like cockroaches and all type of things, okay? And so eventually, the people at the back, they fought, they stole, they killed in order to get to the front of the bus, of the train. The farther you got on the train, the more wealth you had before the world had gone to shit. So of course, if you're at the back of the train, you're trying to see what the front of the train looking like. It was a very interesting movie, man. I can't remember what it was called. Some of them were even eating each other, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, the people that were passing in the back were getting put in the food blocks as well. When I tell you, it was like black blocks of sludge. And that's what they were eating. And they could only have so many, I believe. But one of them found out what the hell they were eating, and he was like, nah, this is crazy. I can't remember. Man, I wish. If y'all know what movie I'm talking about, put it at the bottom. Put it in the comments, please, and thank you. 46. Cathartic transformation, breakdown, rising from the ashes, elimination, death, shedding the old. Angel's trumpet signals a time for catharsis or death. A deep emotional breakdown is due or near. You may feel lost in your own emotional despair. That's that Queen of Cups. Lost in your own emotional despair, depression, shame, or unworthiness. But know the angels of discernment and darkness are here to support you. Coming eye to eye with the darkest feelings you have, with the darkest feelings within yourself, catalyzes the greatest awakening. Okay. Deeply pause, let go of control, and witness the broken pieces within yourself with loving awareness. The medicine of the bat symbolizes, I can show this one because her titties ain't out. they tatas ain't out. This one tatas is showing, okay? Bat symbolizes the need for a ritualistic death of relations, situations, or aspects of life. Okay. Bat like angel's trumpet, and as I'm finishing up, my nose is starting to run. Like angel's trumpet signals catharsis and rebirth, signaling literal or metaphysical death of old patterns and worn out habits. Understand that you can reconstruct at any time, regardless of how shattered you may feel. It's time for us to reconstruct some things. And I know this to be true because the North Node is now in Aquarius. That's why I said that before. It's in Aquarius. Aquarians are the humanitarians of the zodiac sign. North Node is in Aquarius. South Node is in Leo. That means the lower vibrations of Leo, the mind, the my money, my car, my house, my shelter, my food, my water, my resources. You're going to be left behind if it's all about you. We got to take care of our neighbors. We have to take care of our elder. We got to take care of the kids. For God's sake, take care of the kids. Shit. I'm going to leave this right here. I love y'all so much. I hope this helped somebody, okay? There's something significant about respect. Respecting others, regardless of where they come from, their religion, their culture, their skin color, their disability, their inability, their capacity. I love y'all so much. If you would like a reading, check the description box down below. And as always, stay fly. Continue to aim high.